Hi guys, and welcome back to Simple Life with Chris and Tara. Today we're going to show you how to keep your chickens warm without electricity. First thing we are doing are cleaning out some of our bedding that we have inside the coop, and then we're going to go ahead and whatever is left, and then we're going to go ahead and stir up and add some more straw to it, and then on top of it we'll kind of go ahead and stir up just a little bit, and then we'll add more straw again, and then we'll put more straw and bedding into our nesting boxes. And by keeping some of the old bedding in there, that helps generate heat into your chicken coop. So you don't want to go ahead and completely clean out like you would in the summertime, but you want to go ahead and keep some of it in there to help keep your coop warm. So I went ahead and cleaned out some of the coop, and then of course Tiny Beastin thinks she wants to lay an egg while we are in here. We'll see if she stays in there. And of course, Mr. Turkey and Christmas, they're always here watching.
Okay, now that Tara has it mostly cleaned out, she left a little bit in here of the old bedding for us to mix in with the straw. You want to make sure you get straw and not hay. And so we're going to put a little bit in here, put some in the nesting boxes. Then we're going to finish up the insulation. So I'm just going to go ahead and try and mix some of the old and new together in here, and then we'll top it all off with some more fresh straw at the end.
And Tiny Beastin,
she's trying.
She's still in there.
All right, so the secret is the reflectix. So maybe it's not a big secret, but this is what we like to use. You can pick this up at Lowe's, probably Home Depot. I got this at Lowe's, Menards, and you don't really have to worry about it getting wet like you would with other insulation. This just cuts real easy, and then we just staple it up. So we did our other coop like this a couple years ago, and we're finishing up this one, the blue one, the new one. It had we already had put it on the walls, but now we need to do the ceiling because this weekend we're supposed to get some sub-zero temperatures, so we're putting it to the test.
He's just going to go ahead and measure his space in between the boards too. And this is what happens when you leave the coop just for a few minutes. You come back and you have a whole coop full of chickens. Want to check out the new straw?
one in the middle towards about 3/4 of the way down. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so while Chris is cutting the rest of the Reflectix, I'm going to go ahead and get some diatomaceous earth, and I'm going to go ahead and spread it throughout our coop and inside our nesting boxes before we go ahead and put more straw down for our bedding inside our coop. Oops. So the reason why we choose not to use heat lamps in the wintertime is simply because they are a fire hazard, and also because the chickens themselves do not need heat lamps in the wintertime. They produce enough. They puff all up and keep themselves, that's how they keep themselves warm, and they put off a lot of energy and heat, and it heats up the coop in the process. So they have their own natural way of keeping themselves warm in a chicken coop in the wintertime. Okay, so another thing we do in the wintertime to keep our chickens warm is we feed them corn. And we go ahead and mix it in with the regular feed, and I'll show you here. As you can see here, we have corn mixed in with the rest of their laying pellets. So it's just kind of mixed in with their feed. Or if you don't want to mix in with your feed, you can just go ahead and just give them corn if you want to. And somewhere in here, I leave a cup inside my container of diatomaceous earth to help spread it around inside the chicken coop. And it doesn't take very much. A little bit will go a long way. Just kind of spread it around a little bit. And your diatomaceous earth that you buy, you always want to make sure that you get a food grade diatomaceous earth so it's safe for your chickens. And it's kind of hard to get it spread out since we have this ladder and stuff in here, but I'll get it best I can. I'm going to go ahead and put some in the nesting boxes, and then we will add more straw, because right now we took the straws out of them right now. Almost stays in without. That fits really good. Without the only stay in there. I don't have to staple it. And still, after all that, Tiny Beastin is still in there.
Okay, so we've got all the Reflectix up, and not only will this keep it warmer in the winter, it will also help keep it cooler in the summer. So it's an easy job, definitely, a couple hours and you can do a whole coop. They'll stay warm enough with their body heat in here that it'll work out good for the winter. This is what we do every winter, and we've never lost a chicken yet. So you want to make sure that your coop is still able to vent. We don't want it airtight in here. So this is like a store-bought coop, so it has vents made in each end to help airflow through here. And then I didn't fill in this gap for the little ridge cap. So, and this one has regular windows that we've closed up for the winter, but we'll show you on the other coop, which is just a homemade coop, what we do about windows over there. So on this one that just has screens up, we bought this, it's just this thin vinyl stuff like you walk on, like you could put it down your house to walk on to protect your carpet or something. And we staple that up. Let me show it from the inside. And we even put some up on the inside as well to help keep it a little bit warmer, but it still has, this coop's drafty enough. It'll still ventilated well enough. And like I said, we've used this coop for probably 5 years now. No problems. Well, after her sitting in there all that time, she did finally lay an egg, so I guess she knew what she was doing. All right, so we have the coop all winterized now, and Tara's gonna show you the finished product. They'll be good to go.
After we mixed in some straw with our old bedding that was in here, we went ahead and put new on top of, and so we got plenty of straw down in for them. And inside our nesting boxes, we added diatomaceous earth as well, and put extra straw inside their boxes. And then this right here, Chris, I know in the video you saw us raising and lowering of this roosting bar, but we have a video, so go ahead and check it out if you'd like to see how Chris made that for our chicken coop. It really makes the cleaning process of a chicken coop a lot easier. I'll go ahead and have that listed in the information box down below. Go ahead and we'll take you over and show you the other coop. Can you hear that turkey breathing? I always find it so funny to listen to him breathe that loud.
What do you guys think you're doing over here? Excuse me. It'll be in your coop soon enough. So now you can see why the raisable roost bar is beneficial, because Tara hates getting in here trying to clean this one and crawl underneath that thing because it's stationary. This coop's not quite as bad because the turkeys don't hang out in here like the other one.
Yeah, it don't take long for the turkeys to make your coop dirty.
And our turkeys and guineas and chickens have all lived together their entire life, and there's never been an issue or a problem. And I was really surprised with 2 male turkeys. I didn't think it was going to work. We didn't know when we got them as chicks because we were hoping one was going to be a male and one would be a female, but they both turned out to be toms. But they do get in a little squabble every once in a while. We have to break them up if it gets a little too carried away, but for the most part they just buddy around together all day, and the guineas kind of hang out with them too. This year was certainly a year for acorns. Look at all the acorns that fell off of this tree. Nuts. Kind of be seen just like a pet dog following everybody around. There's our I Am Samani rooster. We originally named him Vader, but I just kind of call him Blackie. But his son, since he's Vader, this is his son Luke. This is our other rooster. So he's half I Am Samani. And this is who we believe is Luke's mother. This is Sandy. And when we bought her as a chick at Rule King, it was supposed to be a starlight green egg, or not sure. Bretta keeping watch. There's our elderberry that we planted this year, which we got from River Hills Harvest.
Okay, well, we officially have this one all done now too. We put more straw inside their nesting boxes.
Now wait a minute. What is this? So we do run a cord for a heated dog water bowl. Now, I don't consider this to be a fire hazard like the heat lamp. I consider the heat lamp because of how hot it is. So we used to come out and just break the ice in a rubber bowl, which we still have another one of those over by the house, but found that this really helps out in the winter as far as them being able to get a drink. And I just run a cord out and keeps the water, just got to make sure you keep it filled up.
But having the heated water bowl is not something you have to keep your chickens warm in the winter. We're just showing you ways when you don't have electricity to keep your chickens warm. This is just a nice convenience, so it saves us from having to go out throughout the day to break the ice up in the water and give them fresh.
All right, guys, so there you have it. There's 3 ways to keep your chickens warm in the winter without electricity. We have the Reflectix, we have the straw, and we have the corn. And we'll just add the keep your window covering on there as a bonus, I guess. So that ought to do it for keeping all the birds warm this winter. And all right, so thanks you guys for watching, and hopefully this was able to help somebody out who maybe they're off grid or they're new to off grid and they're freaking out about their chickens are going to freeze to death. No need to worry.